Good evening, folks. I guess you didn't expect us to come back to you that quick. How you like that? That's one of the quickest. Correct. We're ready to do the next float, the next parade. This is the ladies' parade called NYX, which is very, very controversial. There are people that are even protesting by not coming to the parade, not watching it. We thought we would still live stream it for those who either don't want people to know they're going to see it or can't get out who need to see a parade anyway. We won't go into too much of the drama, but basically this was the top two largest female parade groups, up to 3,500 members less than 2 years ago. And this parade is hoping to have 240 members, a total of 17 floats. So you can see the devastating loss. And the ladies who left the original group have formed three separate groups, each one parading with another parade. And we have broadcast one of those, and that is our friends who did the largest of the three, and that is called Phoenix. And they followed and joined with the crew of Sparta. That was Saturday night. So if you missed it and you want to go back, go to our archives on YouTube or any of our others, and you can find Sparta Phoenix, and that'll be that parade. The other parade, Themis, the other group, a smaller one, was with the Ferret group. And the last one, Harmonia, is with another group, but none of those have more than 200 members. And again, the original group is coming. Some people are saying that this could be the last episode of this group because, first of all, the city requires a minimum of 200 riders, and they allegedly only have 240. So whether or not they can maintain and grow under the historical scandal or information. Okay, we're starting, folks. And as most of them start with a military presence, this is the Marine Band, probably stationed in New Orleans or across the river at one of the Marine stations, which is in Belle Chase, Louisiana, or Algiers, Louisiana. There we go. Let's take a look and a listen. Okay, folks, as we said, some of the people have come up with different slogans about this particular parade. One of the most common one is to nix, N-I-X, and N-Y-X. The name of the parade is NYX, so meaning stay away, avoid, shun, nix. And that has been the battle cry of a lot of the former members, whether they're in a new group or not. And as I mentioned, we they were very surprised that they could get this parade off this year because of the significant loss. But anyway, and the other controversy is because the source of the controversy is the captain and founder of this group. There is some conjecture that the captain's float, which is usually the first one, will be masked and they will not be able to show the person. And there's other rumors that the actual captain will not be in that under those robes or the costume because of different supposedly alleged threats on her situation. Also, that is common to one or two other parades whereby other folk will stand in for the captain and wear a mask so you won't see that it's not the actual captain of the parade. But we're hoping to see, and we will give the name if the actual captain shows her face on the first float. Okay, now this is the Grand Marshal, and this is a gentleman, John Forcade. John Forcade was a football player with several leagues, but also with the New Orleans League for several years. And he stayed around here and catch it.
Grand Marshal?
John Forcade. So he was a pretty good player, but he did okay with the Saints. Didn't do too well. I believe he coaches. He's retired. Then his son, I think his son plays for some football team now. I'm not sure on that. And then Junior. But anyway, here we go. One of our famous songs. Saints go marching in. There you go. Hopefully you can hear it. Tell about the QR. QR codes on the back goes to the YouTube link.
These are the demigoddesses.
Okay, the first marching group with Dix is the demi-goddesses. Demi-goddesses, little goddesses, which is probably young ladies. There we go. Although they look like adults. Hey, hell yeah. Looks like only one goddess to me, even though they said plural, but maybe there were more than one. Okay, we're all anxiously awaiting the captain's float to see whether we're going to have a masked captain or the original captain. She's the main source of the controversy. The goddess could, yes. If the captain is not next, then it will be the actual goddess. Demi-goddess is a new term, which we're not sure what that actually means, whether she will be a future goddess or just a younger girl. Now, just to give you some insight, we are very good friends with several of the actual goddess number 1, number 3, number 5, and 7. And those have all moved to the group we call Phoenix. So it shows you that a lot of the main principals, besides a lot of the majority members, have moved away from the group. So it's a shame. This was a group that did a lot for the community and was held in its size. Okay, so here's some more, number 3, some more, a demi-goddess, and he gives her name, Christina Ray. So here's another demi-goddess. Okay, I believe we're getting a few people growing, more and more watching. Folks, this is the crew of NYX, NYX. We're coming from New Orleans, Louisiana on Wednesday, February 23rd. This parade started at 6:45 p.m., but it followed immediately after the crew of Druids, which we just televised. This was an all-female group, reduced from 3,500 members down to 240 members. So it's only going to have at the maximum 17 floats. So we're anxious to see the captain, who is the center of controversy, whether she will show her face literally or not. And could be there in the parade in another capacity, or could be the captain with or without a mask on. So we'll be anxious to see. Besides the beautiful costumes, the costumes of the captain and the goddess are really big. Bonobo, this is a Metairie, a Jefferson Parish public high school called Bonobo. The common name of a street, and there's a lot of things named that, but it's out toward the perimeter of Metairie, which is the Metairie and Jefferson Parish is another adjacent parish to the county or parish of Orleans, just like St. Bernard, but in a different direction. But Jefferson's only like 5 miles. We got to. No, Julie. Is this another? No, captain. All right, folks, we're still waiting. We're building up. I can't believe all the people who said nix, nix. They seem to be coming on to watch it. This way they can see it without anybody knowing they're seeing it. They want to see the parade and they want to see what's going to happen, if anything serious is going to happen to the captain. Hopefully not. We're not looking for any kind of malice, even though allegedly she's had threats. Okay, here we go. This is the new goddess Nyx, Nicole Dapon. This is the actual goddess.
Goddess 10.
What? Goddess 10. This is the 10th goddess. There you go. You see the costume, beautiful white and gold, beautiful headpiece. This is the 10th year of having Nyx and the 10th goddess. Some of the crews will call their queen, female lead a queen. Some will call it duchess. Goddess is another one. Phoenix is called a phoenix. So let's see what else we got coming. Always before the goddess. She was number one. Always. So we don't know if we're gonna. I don't think we're gonna see the captain, because her float was always before the goddess. She was number one, always in her regard, her own regard. So unless she pulls a fast one, we might not be seeing her, and that's what, unfortunately, a lot of her detractors are hoping she doesn't show. So we hope you're watching. This is the crew of Nyx. What's left of it? Just starting. Again, we're filming from St. Charles Avenue, 10 blocks down from the start of Napoleon, right near the Columns Hotel, the most famous Commerce hotel, which is a bed and breakfast type hotel. Okay, now the latest rumor, not only she's masked, but she's riding in one of the limos. They've been two long limos, stretch limos. Of course, the windows are all black. So if that's the case, we definitely might not see her. She will be in the parade, but she will not be physically visible. And of course, that's not what her detractors or her supporters want to see. But this way she can say she was in the parade, but really wasn't. And it becomes very significant as it gets downtown, where there's usually a post by the goddess captain, or the captain, usually the captain, to the mayor of the city or his or her delegate. Who is this? Huh? We missed the name on this group, folks. Ask the lady. Sorry, we didn't get the name.
Quality Dance.
Okay, this is another private group called the Quality Dancers. And I'm hoping they're going to, there you go. Look, they showed us some of the quality. Excellent dance quality. The Quality Dancers, a private dance group. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow, oh, wow. They are moving in a grooving, huh, folks? Getting down. Now, these are the ones with the taps and the batons, twirling the baton. I guess there'll be some pomettes, too, the one with the pom-poms. Do they have any pom-pomettes? Let's see. Still the baton, still the baton. Here comes stragglers. Okay, our next float. Is this a float? Is this a float?
Float 5. 10 again.
10 again. This is float number 5, and the listing is 10 again. That's the title. And again, you know, we maybe because the again repeats that it's actually still rolling. 10 would be because it's the 10th parade. So because of the controversy, I guess the again shows that they are rolling. 10 again. And look, there's a wonderful picture of one of the fairy goddesses. See, with the wings, beautiful float. Purse, purse. This people throws purses. We haven't seen the purse. Where's the purse float? They don't even have the purse. They don't even have the purse float. Huh? The purse float.
No. Oh, wait. Yeah, the purse is coming up.
Oh, we think the purse is coming up. Again, they customize purses and give them to the individuals out. Again, as we tell you, signature throws, parades now. Each member who rides can decorate 24 items and throw those to the crowd. Andy Morgan has joined us for a moment. So she has something bad to say about the parade. So we understand her, but I'm not going to repeat that because some people want to see it regardless of the controversy. Again, we're not promoting or endorsing, but we are streaming. And we happen to know personally the captain very, very well. So it's not like we are just talking like most of these people from afar. All right, we're still moving along, waiting for the. But anyway, as we say it, so each of the members can take a purse. Usually they'll buy these at the thrift stores, decorate them in all kinds of fashions, glitter, feathers, all kind of stuff, and hand them out at the parade. But signature, not only that, they have a signature float called the Giant Purse, which will have LED lights on it, and it actually has members riding. This next one is using 10 to get a number. Hang 10. Okay, number 6. Hang 10, which is a surf. See the surfboard? Hey, miss. Hey, miss. Hey, miss here. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, miss. Hey, miss. Hey, miss. Hey. Did you hear what Leonard said? She's riding in a limousine with black windows. This might be her right here, folks. Here's another stretch limousine. She might be behind this, but you're not going to see her because she's got black windows. Julie might be in that car. That's why there's 4 or 5 of them, so that you won't know which one, just like security. Ah, they roll the window up to make sure no one can see it just now. So that was probably her. Okay, here's the sky cams. You know about the sky cams with the lights circulate. They usually have, and then after that is confetti or bubbles. Looks like confetti, then bubbles. Huh? Now here's what we're just talking about: the signature float called the purse. It's actually a giant purse with LED lighting, but actually holds riders up at the top of the purse. You'll see their heads, if not their bodies. It's a tall float, though. It's like a handbag. I'm not familiar with all the different purse dimensions and names. So, what? No, it's a 5 and dime purse. That's the name of number 7. There you go, folks. Can you see it? It's a giant purse. See the handles on the purse and the ladies up in the. Hey, let's go, ladies. Hey, look at the ladies in Dick's, huh? There they are. There they go. A giant purse. That really is a nice float. Really is a nice float. Another stretch. This is a stretch limousine SUV. Oh, there's a light on in that one, but we can't see anybody. So she was probably in that other one. That's why with the window. Landon, that one had a light you could see inside, but I was trying to get your attention, but you could be. Mid City, South Carrollton Avenue. Chinese food. All right, here comes some more. More sheriff's trucks. Got a lot of security for this car. All right, this is the high school from South Plaquemine. Plaquemine is like St. Bernard, but on the other side of the river, the east or the west bank. It's a public high school, and it's kind of for it's a totally different county or what we call parish. Plaquemine's parish. I understand that some of our destination have errors, but it doesn't tell us what it was right now, so I don't know. Looks like we're still going on, certainly to the main ones, to our YouTube and Facebook. But let us know. We'd love to hear comments. We'd love to hear comments about what you're thinking about, especially why you decided to watch Knicks. So many people don't want to see Knicks or don't want to be known to be seeing Knicks. So I guess if you use your name, you don't want to say. But we've had one person who's the leader of a Mardi Gras group saying they don't support the group, and I understand. But maybe they're blocking this because we're transmitting directly to the group. That'd be one of the problems. Maybe the administrator had shut it down, so we will not be able to let her members view it. Maybe that's the situation. We don't know. But we set it up. We set it up that we would submit directly stream to two Facebook Mardi Gras groups that have taken all of our parades. The Purple Posse and the crew of Purple, Green, and Gold. Our next float is called Dime a Dozen. So it's got the number 10. This is float number 8. It's got a streetcar on the front, as you see. Got the ladies. It's a double decker, but nobody's upstairs. Nobody's on the second floor. I don't know if you can see that. You want that cup? All right. Could you please move? We're filming it. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, we're waiting for the next one. Waiting for the next one, folks. We're about halfway through already. Again, we're the crew of Knicks. I think that was float number 8 or 9 out of 17. I think they're supposed to have. We'll see whether they really can staff it. Like the last float, if you notice, I don't know if Len showed you, the entire top of the float had no riders at all. So they're thinning them out. That's how they stretch them out. Now we do have one kind Facebook user. It says that they've always enjoyed Knicks and have collected several persons over the year. And this user said they actually wish they were here. So you see, there are some people that do want to see it no matter what the controversy is. And we're not going to address the controversy because the next school is a great New Orleans school, John Ehret, E-H-R-E-T. They've been in several parades over the weekend. So if you followed us on any of those parades, you've seen that as well. You've seen this band. It's a great, great educational institution. High school, of course. Looks like they spread out a little bit. All right, so we got a little lull in the parade, although they're still moving a little bit, so hopefully they'll continue. You might as well go up there. You're not going to see her. Okay, here the ladies. Eric Scoot dancing, giving us some shout outs, and they're doing some cute little dancing. Not a big deal because they're not moving at it. The band's not playing, they play the typical just drums and or cymbals. Here's the tone twirlers. The tone twirlers are doing a little step. Here they come. There you go, the ladies are swaying. Look at that sway. There they go. All right, giving it their best. John Aaron. Great looking outfits, folks. Beautiful. Here comes the next part of it. Look at that step. Great steppers. Very nice, very nice. $80. All right, folks, we got a few people. See like more coming up. I'm glad to see you all. Like I said, don't be afraid to say a comment. I'm not going to use your name if you don't want it. Just put it under another name if you're scared. Most of the comments have been favorable, though. I'm surprised. So I'm glad to see that some people can still make a favorable comment under the present circumstances. But again, we wanted to record this in case it is the last episode of this parade. There's the end of John Harris. Which it looks like a float is coming. Here comes our next float. What's the float name? Float.
10-day forecast.
Okay, like 10-day forecast. Look at the sun, the beautiful sun, of course, because it's 10 days before Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday. There you go, there you go. Double decker, there's people up on the second floor. Hallelujah. Ladies up there as well. See? Beautiful. So, no, 10-day forecast can't be Mardi Gras Day because that would only be 7. But anyway, they're using the number 10, everything in each of the floats. Just like the prior parade used the word roll, they're using 10 because it's their 10th anniversary. They made it at 10 for the luck of a lot of things. And so they're including that number in various iterations on the float. The name of this group, the PTF Dance Group. According to the lady, they rated number 1, but we don't know how they're rating or under what circumstance. Again, folks, you're watching the crew of Nick's, the 10th anniversary, Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022. And it's approximately 8:08, if I'm reading correctly. And we've been broadcasting right at 20, almost 30 minutes, almost a half an hour. So we're still rolling, even though people didn't expect it to continue or to go off. So we'll see if they should be able to finish now because they're more than halfway through the end of the parade. So Yeah, we're watching the PTF dance group. Look at it. Look at the the pom-pomettes going down to the concrete. All right. Great colors, pastels, pinks, and yellows, huh? Here's our next float coming up.
Top 10.
That's the name of it. Okay, this is the 10th. It's called Top 10, like the record. And it is the 10th float. So this is 10 float top 10. See the record on the front? I couldn't read it. Rolling Stones, maybe. I'm not sure. But music get double decker. There's people on both floats, on both tops and bottoms. There's ladies up there. There we go. There we go. Dropping stuff. All right, Lisa, ladies on both levels, top and bottom. All right. Float number 10, top 10. So we got 10 out of 18 or 17. We'll see if it makes it.
X marks the spot.
All right, number 11 is X marks the spot. X, Roman numeral 10. They call it the giant parrot. Not sure how that recognizes it, but there we go. Double decker, but I don't see too many people at all on the top. Looks like it's empty up top. A few at the bottom and empty. Oh, no, there's one just came out. They must have been reaching down to get their stuff. Give it some of this, give it.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. Whatever. Thank you. Okay.
Bye-bye.
When you come back, you put a chair, everything on my parking space. Okay? You see in my parking? There's a 12 that have little space. You put everything there. I need you to bother me. I'm going to see bother me for you guys. Okay? Done.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
She's small, no?
All right, folks, we're building. I can't believe our audience keeps building. So that was float number 10 or 11? 11. So we got mainly 6, I guess 6 more floats, or 7 at the most, if they live up to what they forecast. But again, some of the floats are very thin compared to the old days when the ladies were packed in there. All right, what do we have here?
Royal Heat Dancing.
The Royal something deep dancing. All right, here we go. Royal Heat. Oh my goodness. Wow. No wonder they say Royal Heat, huh? Understandable Royal Heat. My goodness, those ladies are really working it. All right, I think we got another float coming. So this should be number 12, maybe. I think we might have a scammer on our line, you know, our hijack.
Flavors of king cake.
Okay, oh, very important one, number 12 is 10 flavors of king cake. There they are in the front. Beautiful symbol of the king cake. It's so important for the Mardi Gras. For people from all over learning what king cakes are. They're oval shaped, usually some type of dough, but there's multiple types of doughs, different stuffing, different decorations, purple, gold, and green colors, cream icing or cream fillings. There's so many. In the old days, there was only 2 types. The French king cake, which was scalloped and marzipan and flaky pastry, or the traditional with cinnamon. Now they fill them with everything you can think of, with the tops and about chocolate. And the worst thing is they now have savoring king cakes. People who don't want sweets, and it just seems contrary to my nature. I'm too old to appreciate a savory king cake. If it's not sweet, it shouldn't be called a king cake. Sorry, that's a personal opinion.
Dynamite Dancing Doll.
Okay, the next group is called the Dynamite Dancing Doll. Our Facebook youth are so kind. She said, this is only the second time that they've missed Nick. And how they miss New Orleans. And the old saying, throw me something, ma'am, instead of mister. Okay, these are the ladies that really were another group working. Oh my goodness, working it like crazy. Again, we're still filming it. A little bit over 35 minutes. But again, folks, according to this, we should only have about 5, 6 at the most more floats. So bear with us. Those people have been so great to watch, to continue watching. All right, what's this float? 1st and 10, number 13. 1st and 10. So notice it's football and who dat. There you go, folks. All right. That was the football, 1st and 10 with the who dat, which is our famous saying for the Saints. And you saw the giant football. Of course, this year is going to be difficult, just like for this parade. The upcoming football season is going to be difficult for the New Orleans Saints. Lost our quarterback, lost our coach, and we're rebuilding. We have a lot of good talent, but seem to be confused. We need leadership and coaching, both in coaching and also in quarterback. So we'll see. Hopefully we don't become the Aints again where we wore paper bags and wouldn't show your face. Oh, very good. Great song, folks, huh? There you go. Whoa. Great song, great. Oh, look at the young ones. Look at these, how cute, folks. Coming all sizes, young and big, tall and little. Neat. Here they go. This is great. Great music, great dance, great look. Again, we appreciate those people who stayed with us. And anybody, if anybody wants to see this after, they can watch it. It'll be shown probably tomorrow on LinkedIn Live or Twitter Live. It also will be shown on YouTube. It'll stay on our channel. Please subscribe, R_Revue, because we got more parades coming up tomorrow and the rest all the way through Tuesday. And we're going to be doing more for you. So if you subscribe, you'll know in advance. We publish announcements as best we can, at least on the day of the parade. Jezebel? 10 Commandments. 10 Commandments. Okay, this is a religious reference. The 10 Commandments. This is float number 14. The 10 Commandments. There you see the tablets of the commandments on the front. And we have a double decker again. There's ladies on the top and on the bottom. There you go. Bang. Ladies on the top and the bottom. Here we go. Look up for you. All right. Ladies on the top and the bottom. Very good. Let's see the next float coming, folks. This ought to be 15, which means you're really getting close. If you stuck it out this far, you might as well hang in there now. Again, anybody else wants to make comments, we'd love to read them. Another little pause. 40 minutes into it, folks, and we only have a couple more floats left, so. Our Facebook user tells us they're watching from Missouri. Thank you for bringing the celebration to them. We love NOLA. Well, we're natives and we love it too. But we really appreciate you watching us from Missouri and hope you'll get back here to us soon. Whether it's temporary for a visit, during Mardi Gras, or anytime, because NOLA is infectious. Got a lot of problems, as some other cities do, and maybe more than others, but it's got so much positive effects that it's infectious. You're really hard to leave. You have to be hard pressed to leave. It takes a hurricane or some personal tragedy to get. Before Katrina in 2005, 90% of the residents were long-term, if not permanent residents. After that, we lost half of our population. We went from under 900,000 to less than 400,000. And we still haven't even got back up to 400,000, about 380 in the main. People talk about a million and a half, but that's including all the other parishes. Not all the other, but about 4 or 5 surrounding parishes. But the main Orleans is less than 400,000 people. So I used to say, like they call it, a small town with urban amenities. Okay, we're hoping the parade can pick up. We lost a few people. We understand it. You've been with us this long. We can understand you don't need a pause now because you'd like to get over it. Go back to your regular business, especially if you're in a time zone that puts you later than what we are. It's still relatively early here, 8:18. But if you're in Missouri, well, Missouri, I think might be on Central Time. Maybe she'll let us know, so it won't be too late. But we'll be finished very soon, hope, unless something else is really a problem here. We'll be finished probably before 9 or shortly thereafter, Central Standard Time. I'm going to ask Len to pan around. I'm going to ask Len to pan around and show the crowd a little bit so you can see the people all around. This is all on the neutral ground or the median intersection where the streetcars would normally ride. Now, we don't let them come, obviously, because we have no place for the people. How about the other side? Okay, swings over. That's across the street on the other side, a beautiful mansion, a Gothic mansion across the street, Romanesque with stone. Sorry. So there we go. All right, so the next float should be coming. I see trucks come up. So stay with us, folks. We're almost finished. Held on this long, you might as well say, who knows? The captain might show up at the very end. Won't that be a surprise? That'll shock everyone if that's the case. Let's see if we got someone here. We have a person. I don't know if they want us to mention their name. Watching from Tampa, Florida. But originally from NOLA, of course. And definitely does miss Mardi Gras. Her initials are CG. Like I said, I don't like to give people's name out unless they tell us okay. So, but they are watching, I believe, I think on Facebook. So CG, thank you from Tampa, Florida. So we have Missouri to Florida. Now I know it's later in Florida. Tampa must be at least 9 something or whatever. 9:21. So it's still early unless you're an old person like me. Still waiting for the last few folks. Well, the float is moving, so here it comes, folks. We're back in business. The parade is resumed. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, what's this group, Lennon? What is this group? What? Pay attention, leave her alone. All right, we missed the name of that group, folks. Sorry, our videographer's busy giving highlights to the. What kind of academy? Queens Academy. I'm not familiar with that school. I guess hope it's New Orleans, but I hadn't heard of it. Don't know where it's located. All right, folks. Let's see. Coming up here's the next float, and it's number 15. It's called I-10. I-10. Notice the car. I-10 is our interstate running from east to west, all the way to the eastern coast, all the way out to the western coast. So we notice crowds on the top. Looks like it's empty on the top, but the I-10, and that's what the car running on the expressway. And you know, it's part of the national interstate system, highway system. That was number 15. So we either have 2 or 3, depending on 17 or 18. Gotta watch closely, see if we see any The next one is called Green Doll. The dance group, Green Doll. DOLLS. They're not dancing, but it's just walking, folks. The chaperone was the only one dancing. She must be one of the instructors. And she's not in costume. All right, folks, coming up. This should be float 16. And like I said, we've been led to believe there's 17 floats. But we'll keep doing it unless they do a lot more, which I don't know where they'd get the people at last minute. All right, here's another big pickup truck. Got a lot of tires in case the float or the other tractors. So that's the extra inventory of tires. That's what that truck is pulling. In case any of the trailers or cars, the trucks have a flat tire, they'll have one to replace it with. Keep it going. All right, the next group is called Dancing Divas. We know that, Dancing Divas. They've been in Double Parade. Not too late to make a comment, folks. Let us know where you're from. We've got Tampa, Missouri, and some New Orleans representing. So we'd love to know where you're coming from. Tampa, Missouri, New Orleans, so far. All right. These are Dancing Divas. They're moving out of the picture there. Following up the rear. Got the end or the float? Honey, do you see a float or is it the end? I think we see a float, folks. Extra tractor, in case one of the others break down. The Crew of Nix, the 10th anniversary edition. This is very suspect, folks. It's float number 17, but there's no name on it. There's a big popcorn, a box of Cracker Jacks popcorn. Maybe the surprise is the captain's in there. Hey, hey, hey. Crab boil. They got all kinds of stuff. So it really wasn't a box of Cracker Jack. That was a big pot of gumbo. That was boiling seafood. That was boiling seafood, but they didn't have a name on it. Okay, folks, we want to tell you.
This is the Navy.
This is the Navy float. We'll watch it, but this is the official end of the Crew of Nix 10th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all those who persevered and watched this with us. As you can see, this is Mother Stable actually made like a ship with the naval cadets. Giving all kind of deeds out. They do a lot of the parades, the military, as you see. And the American flag at the end. But that, the U.S. Navy. And that officially ends the 10th anniversary edition of the Crew of Nix. And the captain actually pulled it off against all odds, as they would say. We don't know if she was there. She was hidden in one of the limousines, but she didn't feature herself this year. All of the other years, she was the prominent element, even before the goddess. So we're going to go ahead and tell you folks, thank you so much for joining us. Watch us starting tomorrow night. We'll be doing more. Take care. And Bob Bockelman saying thank you.